Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these two type of sleeves. Okay, the first one is called the Gigot sleeve, while the second one is called the umbrella sleeve or puff sleeve with an elastic. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these two types in this video. So this depends on what you want for yourself. So without further ado, let us dive into this video. So the first thing I'm going to be needing for this is my pattern paper. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and measure the length of this pattern paper I have here on my table. So the length of this pattern paper is 22, and that is exactly what I needed. So from my shoulder to my wrist is 22. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead from the upper part here. From this point I will come down by 4 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and mark 4 inches like this. Then I will shift my tape and mark that 4 inches. Okay, so once I was done with that, I will go ahead and mark a straight line across the 4 inches I marked. Okay, please take note of this. Then at this upper part here, I will mark 2 inches inward, just like this. So I'll go ahead and mark 2 inches like this. Then from there I will divide my armhole. My armhole is 80 inches. I will divide it by 2, which is going to give me 9. So that's 9. I will add 1 inch sewing allowance, which is going to give me 10. I'll go ahead and mark 10 inches like this. Then I will come to the down part here. I will divide my wrist by 2. My wrist is 8 inches. 8 divided by 2 is going to give me 4, plus 1 inch sewing allowance, which is going to give me 5. I'll mark the point. From there I'll connect a slant line from the upper part to the lower part, just like as you can see me doing. So once I was done, I will come to this middle here, that is the starting here. I will draw a curved line. Just watch out how I am doing this. I will draw a curved line like this, then to meet with the 2 inches I marked here. Remember the 2 inches I marked there. Okay, so from these 2 inches I will start drawing a curved line to meet these 4 inches I marked down here. This is how to draw your armhole. Okay, this is what I normally do, and it has been working for me. So I'll just go ahead and curve it like this. So once I was done, I will go ahead and cut it out, just like as you can see me doing. So once I was done cutting it, I will come to the lower part of this sleeve. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and mark 1 inch. Then just mark on 1 inch. Okay, we are going to be making use of the splash and spread method. So once I was done marking the 1 inch, the first one I'm going to be drafting now is this first sleeve. Okay, this particular orange sleeve. So I'll go ahead and mark a straight line across to the upper part of this sleeve, just like as you can see me doing. Just go ahead and mark a straight line across like this. So once I was done marking it, I'm going to go ahead and label it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So once I'm done, the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and cut it out. Please take note on how I am cutting this. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting it with my scissors. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it somewhere here. Okay, don't cut it to the end. Okay, just end it somewhere, just like the same way you see me doing. So once I was done, I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into 2, just like I can see. So once I was done folding my fabric into 2, the side that is covered on the fabric, so I'm just going to go ahead and place my pattern paper on it like this. So the number 1 part of this pattern paper is going to be on the side that is covered on the fabric. Then I'll go ahead and pin it. So at this down part, I'll go ahead and mark 2 inches interval. So if you want your sleeve to be really big at it, then you can go ahead and mark 2.5 inch or 1.5 inch, depending on what you want. So I'll go ahead and mark 2 inches interval, then go ahead and pin my pattern paper on it like this, just like you can see me doing. So once I was done, I'll go ahead and add joining sewing allowance at the down. Use my check to trace out the sewing allowance round, and also the side, and also at the upper part. Okay, so once you are done, go ahead and cut it out. That is all you need to do. Okay, after cutting it out, you can go ahead and sew the down and add your elastic to it, and the up you attach it to your dress. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this pattern paper on this dress, on this material, because I'm not actually cutting this. Okay, so the other sleeve is what I'm cutting, and that is what I'm sewing. That is what I'm going to attach to my dress. So as you can see me doing, I've gone ahead to separate each of this paper. Okay, I've gone ahead to separate them. My fabric is folded into 2. I'm just going to go ahead and place the first pattern paper on the fabric. If you take note, you're going to notice that there's space at the upper part of this fabric and the down as well. So I will come to this upper part of, I'll go ahead and mark 2 inch interval as well, just like as I did for the first one. But this time you are going to be marking it both on the top part and also at the down part. So I've just marked 2 inch, just like as you can see me placing my tip, marking it. Then I'll place the second one, the third one. That is how I'm going to place it. So I'm going to be giving it a space, as you can see. I hope this is very easy to understand. Then I'll go ahead and add my sewing allowance at the up and also at the down and also at the side. So once I was done, I will go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so this fabric I'm using is not big enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold my fabric into 2 and cut it out. So guys, I'm done cutting it out. This is how it looks like. If you see, you're going to notice that my fabric was not enough for the down part, so I went ahead to cut out. The up is the most important part, so I'm going to be joining the down. I'm going to be joining another fabric to it. Remember, you are going to take your measurement from your shoulder to your wrist. Okay, what I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and keep this aside. So this is the band for the sleeve, for the down. Remember, the Gigot sleeve has a band, okay, at the wrist area. So the length of this this is the band for the wrist. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew it like this. I'll fold it on two, but before then I'm going to show you how to take your measurement for the wrist. Go ahead and place your tape like this and measure it to where you want the length of your band, where you want your band to get to. So mine is 5. The total measurement I have here is 11. So once I'm done folding it, I'm going to end up having 5.5 inches, the 5 inches for the band. So go ahead and measure your upper wrist just like what I did. So go ahead and measure it on your band, add your sewing allowance, then cut out the excesses. So that is what I did. I'm just going to go ahead and fold the second one, go ahead and cut it out like this. So once I was done, I'll take to the sewing machine and sew it like this, and I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other one. Okay, so while for the puff sleeve on its own, I'm going to go ahead and run a gather. Okay, go ahead and gather it. I'm just going to go ahead and gather it with my sewing machine. So once I'm done gathering the up, I'll go ahead and gather the down. It's very easy to gather, is very easy. Okay, so guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. This is the gather. Okay, I've gone ahead to gather it. If you want yours to be plenty, you can plait it. So remember, my fabric was not enough. I said I'm going to be joining it, so this is the joining at the down side. Okay, so this is the band for the wrist. I'm just going to go ahead, I've gone ahead to sew it. I'm just going to go ahead and attach my sleeve on it, which is the lower part of the sleeve. I'm just going to go ahead and place it like this, then pin it down, take it to the sewing machine and run a stitch on it. Go ahead and sew it. It's very easy. Just take it to the sewing machine and sew it. So I've gone ahead to sew it. This is how it look like. Okay, so I've gone ahead to attach and join the fabric at the down, just like as you can see. This is the mark there, so it's not going to be visible after where the sleeve do. So this is it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold my sleeve into 2 and notch the center. So once I'm done notching the center, I'll go ahead and join it to my dress. So if you've not seen how I make this wrap dress, the video is up there on my channel. Go and check it out. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and attach it to my dress like this. After pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine and sew it. This is all you need to do. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other side as well. Just go ahead and join it. So that is it. So guys, I'm done joining it. This is how it look like. Okay, so guys, I've created a new group on Facebook for tailors or fashion designers like you and I. So if you're interested in joining, I'm going to be leaving the link at the comment section. So go to the comment section, you're going to see my comments. I'm going to pin it up there. Click the link to join the Facebook group. So if you're interested in showing us any style, then post it there in the group. If you have any difficulties drafting any style, post it in the group. And please also do well to subscribe to my second YouTube channel, where I talk about how to level up, how to make money online, and also how to start and grow your YouTube channel in case you're interested in starting up a YouTube channel. So do well to subscribe to my second YouTube channel. The link is also going to be at the comment section, also at the description section. The name is promoted Omohai Sandra. Okay, so see you guys on my next video. Bye.